The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Oh, Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Rivers steps away. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
It got his man complete.
If you were me,
touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This one into the hands of Burton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
With the score.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the handoff, Taylor. And he He's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 37, Titans 30.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the 1st. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw. Back to Brown, this time complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start